Hello fans, welcome to our newest episode of Myatt Reviews. This week we're going to be talking Jurassic World, and Jurassic World's box office. What? Are you excited?
I'm really excited. Jurassic World is what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
And as you guys see, we've been gone for a while. We've been gone for about 6 weeks, and we don't really have a good reason.
I've been on maternity leave. I don't know what your excuse is.
I've been really busy sleeping and doing all sorts of drugs that, like, Coca-Cola.
I've been doing Coca-Cola.
Sprite. I've heard that's really good.
I've been doing Sprite.
But anyways, we're going to be starting to have a new sort of format to the show. We hope to have better audio. And we also have someone else who's going to be helping us week to week. He might come in on videos more often. It's your best friend, our servant, Danny Pasmino.
My favorite short person.
Hey guys, I'm on audio today.
Yeah, so
Danny.
he's our engineer. We're not paying him at all. So, Jurassic World came out. I'm just going to run through a quick plot synopsis before we start talking about it. So, Jurassic World is the continuation of the Jurassic Park story. It takes place about 20 years after the events of Jurassic Park. It basically just ignores 2 and 3. But basically what happens is Jurassic Park is now Jurassic World, which is Jurassic Park, and bring that out to, it's like Disneyland. And in this park, they have petting zoos, they have all these sorts of attractions, but people are getting tired to the novelty of seeing dinosaurs coming to life. Just like technology today, people are getting tired of that. So scientists, to wow the audience again, they decide to create a new genetically modified dinosaur that's really terrifying, and of course, chaos ensues. So Wyatt, what did you think of this movie?
So it came out, box office crazy. I really thought it was a well done movie, and I really liked the movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed the story. The story was really good. The script was a little choppy at points, but it's okay. We'll get through that.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like all the characters were really solid in their acting. Chris Pratt was amazing. I'd say after Guardians, it was his best movie yet. Yeah, so that's my opinion of it.
Yeah, I think right now let's really focus on the story, and I think one of the stronger parts of the movie were the concepts behind the story. I think the idea that they had, Colin Trevorrow and the other screenwriter had, was that this idea of the awe and mystery of seeing dinosaurs going down and becoming less relevant because everyone gets used to it is super cool, and I think it felt believable because I think that's what would happen if Jurassic Park actually existed. I actually have a quote from the director where he says, "What if, despite previous disasters, they built a new biological preserve where you could see dinosaurs walk the earth? And what if people are already kind of over it? We imagined a teenager texting his girlfriend with his back to a T-Rex behind the protective glass." So I think that's what really, one of the biggest things that stood out. What did you think of that?
Yeah, I like that. That's the first time I heard it, but that makes sense. We get so worn down just in our culture, even with like the technology we have now, and I like how they transferred that same emotion into the idea of dinosaurs, and how to us, if we saw a dinosaur, we'd go nuts and we would love it, but if we were to see it it's just part of our culture, it's like seeing a cat on the street almost.
Which is super. I think that was super cool. Also think it was really well directed, which I didn't expect at all. The trailers had a lot of CGI, but I was really impressed that they actually filmed on location in lots of locations. And even in one, there was this part that had animatronics with dinosaurs. I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, that stuck out to me. Did you?
Yeah, no, I like that. I loved the nostalgia from Jurassic Park, and how they didn't ignore Jurassic Park. They added it into the story. They added it as like another part.
Feels like a sequel.
Yeah, and they did it in just such a unique way, how they were able to bring it in, but then bring it home with the, just with like the new storyline. I loved the little Easter eggs. I don't know if you caught them. There was the DNA guy in one of the scenes. There was... Oh, wow, I'm not remembering right now. But there was a lot of really cool Easter eggs in that movie.
Yeah, for sure. And as you mentioned before, the actors really gave it their all, despite limitations of the screenplay and the script. I can actually see Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones now, as the rumors have said, because he was a little more gruff, a little more toned down than in Guardians.
That's why I really appreciated his acting.
Yeah, and not only
he wasn't just... And it's almost how Harrison Ford did it. Like when he was Han Solo, he was like this charismatic sort of actor. But then when he went into Indiana Jones, he was able to bring on this character.
And I almost think still charismatic though.
Yeah. And I think in the same way, I think Chris Pratt could really pull off Indiana Jones after seeing this role.
And there's also Bryce Dallas Howard, who was really good in it. The two kids, Ty Simpkins, and the other guy. We'll talk about that even more in a little bit. And I'm blanking on his name, but the guy from Daredevil, I'll edit in then his picture just because he was in it. And Kingpin.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool. So, as I was saying, a lot of the characters got reduced to archetypes because of the script, and they were just kind of stereotypes of themselves at certain parts, and it really took me out of the movie because, like, I don't know, like, characters are what makes you believe in what's going on, and they really, it really took me out of it.
Yeah, I get that. Let's move on to another question.
What do you think of the dinosaurs? Seeing the dinosaurs?
Oh, I was asked this question. If you could be any dinosaur, what would you be? And I'd be the Monosaurus, I think is what it was called. With the picture here of the guy, the big dinosaur. Oh yeah. When the great white shark just comes up and.
I wish I could be that. I'd probably be a raptor that's disabled, so I probably wouldn't be able to do much.
You'd be Blue.
It's kind of like me in real life, so I relate to that a lot. But
I relate to the really big dinosaur. I think I'd be him if I was a dinosaur. Yeah. Just be honest. I'd
Stay on target. So, what are your overall thoughts and rating for Jurassic World?
My overall thoughts are I really did like it. Maybe top 50 for sure. Maybe not 25.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
No, I'm just.
It's a lot of movies you can put in there. Anyway, so I would put it as like 47. We got that, but I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth seeing, especially from a technical viewpoint.
I would even say twice.
I'd see it twice, but even though it had its problems, it's worth what it made, I think, and it's a worthy sequel. I'd give it a 3.3 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised.
While we're on that box office, it is the new highest grossing film opening weekend of all time, which is...
No one to put this into your...
If you told me that, like, on Thursday night or Friday morning, I'd be like...
I wish it's like the sports almanac from Back to the Future. Yeah. I feel like I wish there was a box office.
The Cubs won the World Series? What?
Yeah, like it's between... The projections are like between 100 and 150 million at the absolute most. Like one of the major outlets was putting in that. But 200, the biggest of all time.
I went to the theater at 5 o'clock and... I walked in and we went to buy our tickets and they said it was sold out. And we're like, what? No, it's not. And they were like, yeah. So we went over and they said, do you want 3D? And we're like, yeah, I guess so. So we ended up seeing it half an hour later because the other two showings were sold out and it was crazy. And the crazy. IMAX lines were long all day long.
I've heard a lot of stories about that. And
yeah.
I mean, seeing this though, like I used to think that Avengers would be like the biggest opening weekend of the year, and Star Wars, which is coming out later.
This gives me so much hope for Star Wars.
I think Star Wars is... I think it's gonna be. I think it could be 300 million. I don't even know if enough theaters could hold it to make it that.
I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be shocked. I guess.
It's gonna make it a lot.
It's gonna
crash.
Go crazy. I think.
What's your projection for opening weekend?
I said this earlier. Everyone's been shooting a little high, and I don't doubt it. But I'm just gonna say 260.
That's still really high. I think seeing what happened with Jurassic World, it's really hard to predict. Yeah. So if I get this wrong, don't shoot me.
It
could bomb. It won't bomb. But I would say around 260 is probably, and that's huge. So we're coming to an end with this video, Wyatt.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah,
please subscribe to our channel. This is sort of our Myatt Reviews 2.0 in a way.
Yeah, we're dipping our foot in the water, trying to figure it out more.
Yeah, we're trying to see what this is. We don't suck. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. Hope you have a good day.
Like, rate, comment, and subscribe.
Do that too. Bye.